Hello, everybody, and welcome to some combat tested gaming action. This is the premier United States Veterans Esports League. I'm James. I'm joined here by Ari, and off to my left, your right, you will notice, or I guess my right, your left, depends on how you're looking at this. You'll notice that we have several streams. Tonight, we have an awesome opportunity to have a watch party with a lot of our combat tested gamer participants as they go through a battle royale in the Warzone in a kill race, right? So each of these teams are going to have 90 minutes to score up as much kills as possible. And basically, at the end of their 90 minutes, those points will go towards their overall season total and get them into an opportunity to compete in their championship. So I did just want to kind of go through some of these streams before we jump into it and just watch and show you that if you want to engage, if you are a part of CTG and you want your stream being displayed or you want to have your match up here and promote your channel, that is what this is all about. This is all about forming a community. So I do want to show you just real quick. We do have a lot of streamers here. We have represented several teams from the several teams that are a part of this. I think there's over 20 teams or something, Ari. And we have Back 40 being represented by Jumpmaster, Deranged Misfits, who have 3 streamers on right now, and we'll be swapping in between them as we go. FA and FO, who have their entire team streaming. Currently, we're watching Devil Dog Teb. We have, oh, that was an accident, so he's on there twice, but it's only one of the screens. We have the Fajitas by Gun Sights. We have Seal Team 6, which I think they're actually just team number 6 in the CTG like roster. And then we also have my favorite team named Team 12, and they're being represented by Rampage Cage. And so last week when we did some Rocket League, Ari, also my sound was terrible, so please in the chat let me know if my sound is coming through or if there's any audio difficulties. But last week, Ari, I had you predict who was going to win based off their team name, and these teams are all competing teams that aren't streaming. I don't think we have any that are against each other, but which one do you think is going to probably have the best score tonight?
Let's see. Okay, I don't want to go by, maybe which one's going to get the best score, but from what we got here, we might not be able to see the full results on the end of the night, but I do want to at least predict who is going to be getting a win first. Who's going to be getting that good old number 1? So, if it doesn't come to it, if we somehow don't get a number 1, which seems impossible, right? Then the highest possible placement out of these 6 teams. But I am going to have to go with the top middle.
The top middle. So the top middle is Mac X CIV. I'm sure that's Roman numerals for something. And that is the Deranged Misfits. So we're looking at the Deranged Misfits for getting a number 1 spot. Now, you're talking about a number 1 spot in placement. Do you think that these teams are really going for placement in a kill race? Do you think that's a good way of actually racking up those kill points? Or what would you do? Would you come straight out of the plane on a drop and just look for contests? Like how would you be strategizing if you were coming into this trying to rack up points?
Well, yeah, certainly, you want to get that early kills off the bat because, towards the middle of that game, it's going to start to slow down a bit. Everyone's going to start rotating around the map, looking for those kills, and it will start to slow down because everyone has fought at their kind of spawn locations. So making sure to get those kills early, really, really nice. And then, trying to maximize how many players you're getting there. Then, of course, towards the end, it starts to ramp up as that gas is coming in and that area is getting smaller and smaller. So, that's when those kills will start to ramp up again. So that middle game is really when you want that. That's the turning point, I would say, for these kind of games, especially in this kill race format.
Absolutely, and I think we do have a lot of combat going on. We're going to start, zooming in on some of these matches and getting to some of the action. And so right now, you were talking about Mac XCIV, and I think he's got some sniping going on. So we're going to go ahead and take a check out on him and see how him and his team are doing. We'll even sneak into their comms, see if we can hear what it is that they're saying.
Ooh, a 6th place, by the way.
All right, so we do have Mac XCIV. He does have his whole team up and running. It does look like getting some vision there on someone crossing that road.
Bonjour.
And we're getting a little bit of their comms.
I'm not getting any game audio in here. Yeah, I'm not getting anything through here. And I'm
Gotcha. Okay.
not sure if the chat is either.
Well, I know the chat is. I think our Discord is what's messing up right there. So I see Blackstar TVG. Are you a part of another team in chat that you want us to start streaming your stuff?
Square with a rectangle in it.
Okay, yeah, chat does have it. Okay, so that's at least there. I'll survive. I'll survive. I can make the gun noises for myself. I'll just pew pew.
Here,
pew.
no, I got you. We'll get this going. We do have Max CIV running up and top, getting some height here as they're trying to rotate into the zone. Stay away from that gas.
That's me.
It does look like they're trying to push some of these people in this building, though. Get some of those early KPs. I wish, unfortunately, we are probably going to have to wait until each of these teams, their rounds end, or they happen to hit that tab button, and we can start tallying up kind of the kills that they're getting in this kill race. But we are just going to have to, like, we don't have a way of currently tallying it as it happens.
I'm concerned about it.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, they do have one kill up at the top. At least, I don't know if that's one kill for the team, one kill for this player specifically that we are watching. But, you know, I think that says 19 teams left, 64 players remaining, 65 now. But I think that's one kill, 2 kills now. So, you know, that's something.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely getting their points racked up here little by little. And what we can do as well is we can talk a little bit about some of the historic points that they've got going as well. So let's go ahead and keep an eye on this team. We still do have their audio as they're coming through, getting that. We'll see who else is getting in action. It does look like down here the gun sites are getting some action. We'll go ahead and check in on them.
Oh yeah, they look at that. They got 7 kills on the board right now. Again, not too sure if that's the team or player.
It's just the
it looks
individual. It's just the player.
Oh, this is Resurgence.
There we go. Yeah, you saw the team kills right there, each individual. It looks like they're actually racking in quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and pull up their standings so we can talk a little bit about where each of these teams actually are sitting as we watch gun sites come down in here. And he's participating for the fajitas.
It's Resurgence, though, no?
No, this isn't Resurgence. Oh, if this is Resurgence, it's not supposed to be. The intent here was to be streaming just the 4v4 or the quads BR. He might have had an immediate jump in. Okay.
Just because I did see a respawn timer on there, and I know that in
Yeah,
Battle Royale it does work a little different.
Absolutely. Let me go ahead and pull up the schedule and their stats, and we'll talk about that just real briefly so we can see what it is that each team needs to be competing for as they're going forward on the leaderboard. So as we're watching right here, we do have... I think you're right. I think the fajitas are actually doing Resurgence. They're not actually a part of this, which is okay. This is the first week that we are streaming this Warzone, the quads kill race. And so they're not in there, but some of the teams that we do have in here, right? So FAFO, which is by Devil Dog Teb right here. They are, they're currently facing the team Titan's Hand. So they're not in the same lobby. They are doing 2 separate public lobbies, and they're just keep respawning, or I guess readying up into these lobbies until the time runs out for the match, and then however many kills they have at that point, they then upload, you know, the end of each of their matches to get their tally. And so let me pull up the standings. We do have FAFO is actually in the 3rd place team right now. Last week during their first week, they ended up getting 88 kills. Now for context, the number 1 team is the War Dogs. The War Dogs have 155 kills. The second team is the WWP COD team, which has 98. And so FA and FO have 88. And so what they're going to need to get into the first place spot is probably a couple weeks of some very, very good high scoring kills, and who they're up against is the number 4 team with 85. So Devil Dog Teb and their team, the FANFO, they're definitely the ones to pay attention to here and need a strong week to keep climbing that the leaderboard.
And do remember, this is a kill race, but I believe it is just the top 2 or 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. I do forget which one it is, but usually it's just those 3 games. Your top score is your kind of score for the day. I will take a peek into that, but hold up, let me go.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Did you get confirmation on that? Is that
I
how
was going
it's
to say
looking?
there's placement multipliers as well, by the way, if you didn't know.
Excellent, excellent. So we do have some action here from Rampage Cage. We're going to go ahead and zoom in as they push this team. Definitely getting some high ground on this. You do see also over here to the top left, another team, I believe, getting some angles on them as well. So we're going to see if they're able to survive this and get some of these kills, especially since they do have the gas closing in on them very quickly. And this is Rampage Cage 007. And let me double check which team Rampage Cage is on.
Jesus. He was sniping me.
You have confirmation, by the way. It is the top 3 games.
Excellent. So it's the top 3 games. So they are looking for placement points. They are looking for the KP. And so that's good, because what it does is it doesn't encourage people to just drop in, contest, get 3 kills, and then just like keep re-lobbying, as opposed to those teams that are playing smart, playing well, seeking good position, good opportunities to actually like play the game the way it's intended.
So I think looking at ideally 30 points a game, whether that's dropping 20 with that 1.5 multiplier or getting 15 with that first place I think that's going to be really, really big. And I think that placement multipliers is a very nice kind of effect to go into this kill race. It's a nice sort of rule to change this one up, and we should have a very competitive game.
We definitely should. And Rampage Cage, for awareness, I did just get confirmation. They are on my favorite team name, the COD 4v4 BR Team 12, right? And they're currently sitting at 11th place out of 22. This is the rock solid middle of the pack after the scoring from first week, and they're currently sitting at 57 points at the end of the first week. So definitely a little bit behind some of the other teams we've mentioned, like FA and FO, but definitely not out of it, as only 1 week has passed. This is the second week of the season.
Yeah, wow. I'm just looking at War Dogs. The fact that they got 155 points is ridiculous, by the way.
They did. They must have really popped off. I don't believe we don't have the War Dogs being represented here. We do have Jumpmaster on back 40, and for awareness, I'm not seeing them on the thing. Let me double check what team they're part of. That might be another Resurgence team that actually slipped in here. So may need to mix up the streams a little bit, but we'll still get some good Call of Duty Warzone action going on here.
Yeah, you can see these players kind of have been struggling in their games. They, I mean, not to say that they're doing super badly, but we haven't seen anyone place within that top 10, I don't think, just yet. So that is something that is a thing.
Yeah, we did just see Devil Dog Teb get knocked out there. He is spectating one of his teammates. We'll go ahead and pay attention on them right now. And this is the team that we were talking about earlier, that FA and FO, the third place team with 88 points after week 1. We should be able to hear their comms right now coming through a little bit. Let us know if you don't. This player right here, definitely taking some heat on top of this building. They know where he is. And I can't tell with this chat right here, but I believe he's the sole player left on this team. Oh, and he's been knocked down.
Taken out, but
that's rough.
Cootie's got all the money.
I'm gonna go in and see if I can find any of the games that are at least being played today and see how some teams are doing right now. Because when they do finish their games,
Alright, if you
I
drop
should
your
at least
money, I
be
can
able
buy the rest.
to see if they are
Where the hell did
posting
the
one
thing
by
go?
one.
Yeah, they'll be posting their scores in the Discord. If you are a CTG member and you have any friends that are on these teams, if you're looking to join in the season and see kind of how the logistics works in the background, you can go into the Discord. And if you're a veteran at all and you're watching this or you've been made aware of it, CTG, Combat Tested Gaming's being, hosted by the KC crew and the VFW is a community for veterans and active duty service members, as a community where everyone can play, everyone can join in on these free leagues in order, to seek glory and see who's the best in these games, and also just connect with veterans who also enjoy playing these in their free time. It does look like this team is still up and running. So it looked like earlier there was a Gulag victory from one of the teammates, which brought them back in, and so it looks like they're coming back strong.
And these players, they're just trucking. They're trying to make their way through these games, and you can see at the top right, trying to snipe that player out of the air, just at least with some long shots. But I think some damage was there, but no kill found. And then it seems like there is a very, very big kind of looting phase, which isn't absurd. Is you want to get that good loot in for the best engagement that you could possibly get, but this teammate's going down, and now we're into a fight, but we're actually going down as well, so that's not going to be too good for the hopes of this team, and they're going to be trying to finally survive it. But this player is going down, and it looks like we're going to the Gulag, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Any sort of fight. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
I love this mechanic, by the way. I love the Gulag. It looks like, oh, there we go. It looks like Rampage Cage is going to be coming right back into the match, redeploying with that very quick and clean Gulag victory. But I love that mechanic. I love that, other BRs like Apex Legends or Fortnite, they don't have this respawn ability, right? You usually have to go somewhere, bring them back. I love that the individual's player's skill in Call of Duty Warzone. Like, if you can just beat that one-on-one with another limited player, here you go. You can start parachuting in. Now, I do hope, it looks like he's trying to regroup with his team a little bit, but I do hope that he can get down to the ground quickly, as there are still a lot of players in this lobby, and that parachute makes for a wonderful target. That's it.
I was gonna say, you don't say. I mean, yeah, that is a nice big target that says, "Hey, by the way, I just died. I have no health. Please shoot me."
Yeah, I'm here. Come get me. All right, so that was Rampage Cage 007. SCH Zeus, can't tell if they're getting in a fight right now. SCH Zeus, part of the SEAL Team 6. That was the one. No. You were hoping for the Max X CIV team to get.
I was.
Yeah, you're looking at them to get the #1 spot first. Okay, here we go. I think right here, Jump Master. Oh, nope, they got other stuff going on. Okay, so now they're jumping in. So we'll get back to them once we start seeing some action take place.
Boy, top right. Yeah, just going down once again. And yeah, that is the one and only Gulag run for Rampage Cage. So they will go down for the remainder of this game, I do believe. But it's up to the teammates. Can the teammates clutch it out, or are they going to be stuck? And oh, looks like our game just ended in the bottom middle. I don't know how they did. If we can see that.
Looks like they racked up a good amount of kills. Looks like they placed 12th. This is what we believe to be one of the. This is a resurgence game going on. So we're gonna try to focus a little bit on the battle royale games, and we'll get the streams, matched up accordingly. But yeah,
bottom left, I think.
This one as well.
Oh, no, I just mean the bottom left of the bottom middle.
Oh yeah. They're playing Resurgence.
Gotcha.
Rampage Cage cannot stay out of combat. We're going to go ahead and pay attention to them a little bit. Does knock out that player, though. Great engagement. Still flying solo. Now, this is the teammate, Tiger Nation, trying to come in clutch here. Currently has 4 eliminations to his name in this current round.
And
Oh,
yeah,
here we
the
go.
only player left alive.
Oh, ninth place.
Ninth.
Good showing from them, though. We're going to actually see their score. We'll go ahead and zoom in on this again as it should show the scores. So ninth place, we'll go ahead and see how the team racked up during this round. And I believe their other teammates probably doing the score submittal. So a little anticlimactic on that part.
Well, I at least got to write down ninth place on my handy dandy little whiteboard here.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. It's there, top right.
Oh, there it is. So we got 8 kills total for the team.
8 kills total.
Yep, that's correct. Not bad. And right, like it's kind of one of those things where it's a balance. You know, you may have 3 top games with moderate placement and moderate kills, and that might be what's needed to climb you up in the leaderboard. I do think that, you know, with the placement modifiers, that's usually the way to go and the correct way to play. And I want to pay attention a little bit here to Jumpmaster RT. They are trying to make something happen. It looks like we have a respawn coming in, though, as well. I think this is another resurgence match is what we're looking at.
Yep.
And so I think coming up here soon, what we can do is we can probably split some of the views. And if anyone in chat wants a particular player that they want to watch, a friend, a buddy, something along those lines, we can start getting them in. I think, you know, we've been seeing a good amount of fighting coming from the Deranged Misfits. We'll go ahead and get them in. We'll get the Resurgence teams out, and we'll go ahead and open them up. Now, we did have another individual, Ripper0847, throw in his Twitch. Let me go ahead and check it. So it does look like they are a part of the 4v4 tournament as well. So I think what we'll also do is we can probably add them.
Just gotta make sure they're not Resurgence.
Yeah. I just looked at their stream, and it looks like they are in the fight. So what we'll do is we will add them as well. And I don't know exactly what their team name is, but we will figure it out. I don't see where he went. Where'd Ripper go? Okay, I see him now. So we got Ripper down here. Okay, excellent. Let me go ahead and just do another quick manage. So we've been watching Mac X CIV. Let's go ahead and take a look at his teammate, the Jokester, and we'll also swap out Devil Dog Teb. We'll go ahead and have Stream Titan in, and that should bring us to, that gives us 5 streams plus we've got Ripper0847. That should bring us to a nice 6, which is pretty decent for viewing purposes. We still have Gunsights in there, who is also Resurgence. So we'll come back and make sure we check in on them at some point. But I want to make sure we get the 4v4 Battle Royale going. So we'll do another one for FAFO. We'll do Gabe backwards and Stream Titan for them. And we'll go ahead and see how each of these teams are doing. And also, you know, if you're watching this stream and you have another Twitch, like I see another one coming in. We have Fire for Effect Foundation, which I love that name. You know, everyone loves firing for effect. So what we'll do here is we will go ahead, we'll take one of those away, we'll throw in fire for effect, we'll get them in on this, and we will be up and running with them momentarily. See, they've got ads. This is a streamer that's got some affiliate going on. So show them some support as always, right? Like, we're showing these as a watch party. I hope you're enjoying it and you're watching it. But also don't hold out from checking out their streams directly and showing them support. We have another gulag coming up. I want to check this out. This is SCH Zeus. And they have to fight for their right to keep playing. Ooh, I kind of missed that, but it looked like they were doing pretty well so far with the number of kills they had. 2 eliminations to this player's name. All right, round the right side. Nothing yet. Let's go ahead and get this volume going.
I feel like I'm playing the Jaws music.
Yeah. See, when I think of the Gulag, it reminds me of like, I grew up playing a lot of paintball, right? So it's like speed paintball is what's going on there. Tons of cover. You can't see anywhere. It's all about getting those lanes and those angles. And SCH Zeus definitely has it figured out and has been able to get themselves back into the game here.
Yeah, and I just want to touch back on, kind of we saw earlier that 9th place finished with 8 kills, right? So
Yeah.
I just want to calculate like what that point is going to look like. I can pull that one up really, really quickly, and here we go, 1.6 times. So, you have a 1.6 times 8, which some quick math.
It's about 12, 13, right?
Yeah, 12.8 points. So not crazy, but certainly nothing to scoff at. But looking in terms of these tournaments and looking what we see in kind of the past at least the past week, I want to go back to the standings and see, okay, you're allowed 3 games, right? And, most teams are ending up around 70, 70, 80, 90. So let's say we're shooting for a good day. We're going to shoot for 90. That means you want 30 points each game. So that is going to be that magic number that you are shooting for. And hopefully those teams can manage to get 30 a game.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, 30 a game is not bad, right? Like right now with 12, I think that's an underperformance of what they're looking for. We talked earlier, the COD 4v4 BR Team 12, they're the middle of the pack right now with 57 points, right? So 57 points in my mind is kind of that middle, right? That average. And then you look all the way at the top, right? After week 1, the top of the leaderboard was able to rack in a miraculous 155 points, which for every team, pretty much all the way from 10th place on, would require 3 weeks of repeat performances to even get to that point. So definitely a tough person to track. SCH Zeus going down right there. We're watching the kill cam, trying to keep an eye on some of the action. Looks like Fire for Effect Foundation. Oh, they're on a loading screen right now.
Yeah, these players, they're just looking for something, and it looks like we got maybe another Gulag match, or is that
where you looking? I might have missed it.
Left.
Oh yeah, here we go. We love our Gulag matches, and we have Zeus in the Gulag again. So we'll go ahead and pay attention.
Waiting for an opponent. Oh,
Nice.
Hey.
Hey, we'd love to see those.
We'd love to see those brought back in. We have some loadout drops. I'm wondering if that's going to draw the attention. But we also see this right here. I believe this is a vehicle. Oh, no, it looks like some other container. Okay, so we're going to see Zeus get his loadout right off the rip. So pretty good situation, being eliminated, get that Gulag victory, and immediately drop where you can re-outfit your kit is definitely going to set them back up for advantage. And right now we do see 3 eliminations to this player's name. We're not sure about how much the team has, but currently, right, sitting in 13th place is not too bad, right? And it looks like they're pretty set up to do well. It looks like they have 3 players still in the action.
I mean, just by the effect of how much money I think that's Easy Ranger has, I would assume they probably have a lot of kills, because more kills equals more money, I believe.
Well, there's a lot around the map, right? So when you're playing this, you can pick up the cash. You can fill out your contracts, hunt down those different players and things along those lines to meet those objectives. But yeah, the money definitely comes in handy with getting the kit, getting the equipment that you need to set yourself up for an advantage. Now we do look like there's some people right outside this door, and this is probably an edge team, right, coming in, as he is hanging out on the edge, and he does get in a fight. And he takes out that player. Now, that player undoubtedly has a lot of friends. So we're going to go ahead and see if anyone comes in to try to put an end to our buddy Zeus here.
Well, actually, I think that was the final player on the squad. That player, I don't believe, was knocked down. I think it was just a straight-up elimination. So I think that was the end of that squad. As you could see 6 spectators on our side here. So I think that is pretty big. But Hey, there's a redeployment in. Getting that teammate
I
in
know.
this
I'm
zone and
just trying to pick anybody.
hopefully getting them back in this game to help them out a little bit, no?
Yeah, absolutely. And here comes that teammate right now. All right, so they're probably going to be doing a little bit of a reset, kind of hanging out towards the edge of the gas. They do have enemy players down to their, well, it's tough to stay oriented here, but just right over here you can see some of the other player activity going on the map. We'll go ahead and zoom out here, see how everyone else is doing. And again, you know, this if you're just tuning in, this is Combat Tested Gaming. Right now we are going on with a Call of Duty 4v4 Battle Royale kill race, which is an absolute mouthful, but to put into simple terms, you and 3 buddies, whether you have 3 buddies or you're assigned or voluntold 3 buddies, join up in this season that goes on for multiple weeks, and you join pub lobbies. And in those pub lobbies, you try to get the best placement and number of kills that you can to rack up the points you need to climb the leaderboard that builds week after week. Now, the team that you're facing, right, in each week to get these different wins as well is in different pub lobbies, right? So it's really interesting in the fact that the people you're competing against directly each week aren't even in the same lobby. And I saw that as well for Zeus there. And I don't think we're going to be getting another gulag for him. And that's going to be it. So we can go ahead and check them out. They've got 8th place finish on their map. And how many kills? This is probably going to be another one of the players where their teammate does the calculations. But we'll see if it pops up.
I think it takes a few seconds, yeah.
Oh my goodness. They have 17 kills. So 17 kills, 8th place. That's definitely going to do a pretty good number for their score, I think.
Yeah, I will pull up that number right now.
In the meantime, I think we're going to be checking out maybe the Jokester. We got Ripper 08047. Don't know what team. You know, we got them through the chat, throwing their stream in here as another member of the CTG community.
That is 27.2 points.
See, now that's good. That's an about above average score, right? So if they did that for 3 weeks or 3 games in a row, that would put them in a performance that would have put them in 7th place after the first week. Now here we have shots going, little anti-air going on here for Ripper. Did knock one person out, I believe, who was parachuting in. And now he's getting squirrely. Using that movement, trying to find a place, hiding with the bodies, getting his plates back in. Now his teammate, watch out, Buboy, did just go down. And it looks like Chadley is also taking a ton of damage. Xylem also taking damage. We're going to have to see here if they survive and they're able to regroup and reset in this building. And we do have this player regrouping with them outside. So good little engagement there for them. I think that they'll be okay overall.
I believe that's Zeus just jumping into another game, right? You know, they just finished up that first one that we just kind of saw, at least. You know, what we presume to be at least the first one. But hey, we got a kill over here. That's another one. Hey, a little rank up. Why not? Ranking
There we go.
Nice.
We'd love to
We
see
love
it.
completing our challenges.
Absolutely. All right, it does look like he's got 2 eliminations so far. Looks like the full team is back in action as well. Probably likely a gulag victory there for I think it was Watch Out Boy who went down. So they're regrouped.
I'm not sure if he got fully eliminated though, so he might have
gotcha.
picked up. I'm not too sure if that was a full elimination or just a knockdown.
Yeah, a little tough when we're only seeing the 1 point of view per team. But looks like they're good. You could hear their comms right there. You know, Ripper, or the player that was on Ripper's stream, is saying, you know, on me, on me. They're regrouping and preparing for their move. So we'll be watching them kind of get back into the zone away from the gas. We do have Zeus parachuting in, the Jokester, and this team, I believe, FAFO. Let me double check. No, Deranged Misfits. That's who it is. Deranged Misfits. Getting into some combat. Looks like we might have a little bit of a revive going on here.
Hey, where's my team? Where's my team? The one I'm predicted to win. Where are they?
This is them. This is them.
Is this them?
Yep.
This is the
You chose the Deranged Misfits.
No, I didn't. I chose the Oh, maybe that was the player.
Yeah, that was a player. That
Okay,
was a player
okay,
on the
okay,
Deranged
okay.
Misfits. Yeah, this is the team that you blindly rooted for. Which is, in I mean, that's how I take bets and stuff too. Like Super Bowl bets come around, I'm just like, yeah, which team sounds the coolest. So
Oh well, Super Bowl, you gotta go. It's just are you for or against Taylor Swift?
yeah, yeah, right. Oh my goodness, I won't go down that rabbit hole. I'm sure there's a lot of opinions and everything along those lines. I know my social media is absolutely saturated with it. Also, I did want to point out, if you're watching this and you're a veteran or active duty service member and you're interested in joining for Season 3, registration has not started yet if you're interested in joining this and playing for this. But the Discord is always open. The Discord has open gaming options that are going on constantly with not just Warzone and Rocket League, which are the primary seasons right now, but all sorts of titles, right? Apex, the newer game, the finals. I believe there's all sorts of other options to play. And if you're not a gamer, but you're just looking to hang out, it's also a great place to connect with veterans all over the place. There's a lot of good that goes on in the Discord. Veterans that need assistance, the VFW is tied in, and they do everything they can to help our brothers and sisters out and make sure they're taken care of on the home front. There's also entire chats dedicated to better understanding your VA benefits and reaching out to the VFW to get better understanding, right? So, instead of trying to figure it out online yourself or, trying to rely on, old folders full of paperwork that you may have gotten from your soldier for life, exit from the military, it's all right there. You can just shoot something in Discord while you're playing some Call of Duty, and you can get the answers that you need. So a truly great initiative by the VFW. Cannot recommend it enough.
And not to mention, registering for Season 3, but you can certainly register now. Maybe you and a group of buddies, you might not be on the same team right now, but you can certainly sign up now, and we'll get you to be that sub if somebody is needed. Or typically we have some gaps in the rosters here and there, so you will be able to play at least competitively, organized for now. And again, if you're not into Warzone and Call of Duty, we got some good old car soccer. We got Rocket League on Wednesdays as well, if you are more a fan of that and you want to stick around for those games. So there are diverse groups of players here. You do have this Warzone, you do have this Rocket League, so anybody's open for a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Subs are always welcome. Full teams, not necessarily registration is closed, but yeah, definitely subs. Life happens. Sometimes people can't make it, and these teams still want to compete. All right, so it does look like the Jokester and your Deranged Misfits that you are rooting for are kind of trying to secure this area. They're still playing kind of edge of the gas here, and I imagine that they're probably going to be rotating in towards the zone a little bit. It does look like they've split up into two pairs, just battle buddy style around the map, trying to cover a lot of space and get identification of where the other enemy teams are. But
Well, you were talking to me about earlier, with what's the plan, right?
Yeah.
I think the plan is you do that battle buddy situation. You take a friend, you go 2 versus 4 if you're feeling confident enough, and let's say you both kill a squad of 4 at the same time. That is 8 points on the board as opposed to just 4 that you wouldn't be able to, necessarily cover if you were all grouped up and in the same area.
What are you saying? I don't know if I agree with that. You'd have to be absolute Rambo. 2v4 fights are nothing to scoff at. The time to kill in this game is rough, but you're not wrong. If you're going for, and you have the opportunity within 90 minutes to just reload up another game, then yeah, that could definitely be a strategy. And not only that, but even if your battle buddy team runs out, gets a couple kills, and then goes down, you might find ways to get them back. Or if you have some crack shots, you might have some gulag fights and get them back, so you can go hunting for that KP. Oh, here we go. We got the jump here. Rampage Cage 007 shooting at this person that's on fire, but does go down.
I think he got stunned up there or something that wasn't super great for the aim and slowed down that rate of fire. So their team looks like they're going down as well, placing only 16th. out of, I believe, 25 possible teams. And if we can get a check in on their kills momentarily, we might be able to calculate their points as well. But with the placement of 16, you can't imagine it's super, super high. Of course, you can take that gamble. 6th place over in the bottom left, though.
Yeah, this is the Ripper 0847. Not sure what team they're on. I know that they were a veteran team that put forth their stream into the chat. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to see too much of their score on this particular stream. But over here, 9 kills, 16th placement. So I don't think that's going to be probably in their top 3. But what they will be able to do is jump right back in and get into another match and seek a better placement for sure.
Yeah, and this time I believe we are around halfway-ish, if not further than that. So, you know, that's going to be final game time, if you will, if you're just starting up one. You know, if you get that full half-hour game in or however long it's going to last, you might get that 2 times multiplier, but you got to get enough kills to make it worth it.
That's true. You know, a lot of these teams, if they've already played 2 matches, like they're really hoping that this 3rd match is going to be the one that they really spike, right? They may not have the time to actually get 2 full matches in or 3 full matches in at this point on the clock. So we do have a fight, it looks like, breaking down here. We'll go ahead and pay attention into these guys. Stream Titan. Uh-oh. Here we go. We got smoke all over the place. We got grenades bouncing through doorways. We got jumping off of buildings. What more could you want? Right now, 2 players down for this team already and 1 player about to respawn in. I do believe this player needs to stay alive as long as possible in order for that person to hit the ground and regroup.
Let me through the window. Let me through the window.
There he goes. I like what this player is doing with staying in these tighter confined areas, not allowing himself to be placed in, you know, these linear engagement areas or anywhere where someone with a sniper rifle in an advantageous positions can be able to take advantage of him. Now, he is the sole player remaining. Does have a good amount of cash, does have a pretty decent kit. Is hurting on the plates, though. This player should definitely be looking for some more armor plates. As you know, he just picked up 2, and that should get him pretty close to full. But he's also got this gas to contend with. He needs to get back into zone. Oh, there we go. A full ammo box, going to refill up here. Or not ammo box, plate box.
Okay, so yeah, you know, fair enough with at least living a little bit. But again, that zone, it is a ticking. It does do that. It isn't necessarily the easiest thing. And we got more fights going everywhere. I mean, you got players going down in the bottom left. I believe this was off drop, if I'm not mistaken. And for, I think, this top right team as well, they're either loading in or they also seem to just go down as well.
Nah, yeah, they're just loading in. This is the cutscene. They were just hanging out in the lobby shooting at each other a little bit, and then they're going to be loading in here. This cutscene drives me nuts, too. I don't know if there's anyone in chat that just isn't a fan of hearing this over and over and over again. You know, like, get into the battle zone, weapons free and hot for everybody. Like, okay, cool, get in there. It's just like, okay, just give me the... I'd almost rather just like a swirly circle of buffering. Like, just get me in there.
Really? Would you listen to, like, I don't know, Gangnam Style every single time you listen when you got into a game? Or
yeah, you know,
like
I'd probably... I don't know if I'd prefer that either, honestly. Maybe I'm just picky. Oh, here we go. We've got someone shooting at someone off of drop. This is Stream Titan again. Okay, so he's still the lone survivor here, trying to make something happen. There was someone that parachuted just to his just behind him. I'm curious if that's going to turn into an engagement here. You can hear the gunshots, or at least I can. Hopefully you guys can too. We'll turn up this volume. Here we go. Close encounter fight. Took his entire clip, finishes him off. And that's going to be a 3rd kill for this individual. He's bringing an airstrike right on top of himself too. So hoping that airstrike knocks out anyone that may be following that player around the building. But here comes the gas. Now, he does have a gas mask on. You do see the duration of that thing chipping down, though, so he needs to follow this and get into zone. Oh, you can see in the top right there. I'm not sure if this player saw it, but it's someone else parachuting in. Okay, players everywhere. Oh, he's got the jump. Nice job. Oh, but he goes down. All right, so only 8 kills, placed 15th. Probably not one of their top 3 scoring rounds for the evening, but we'll see how that ends up shaking out.
Yeah, they got 9 there, and not ideal. Of course, you want that 30-point threshold if you want to be in contention for top 3 on the week. That seems to be where it's at, and so you do need 3 consistently pretty well games, and that's not easy to come by. And so, anything above 25 certainly welcome. That's for sure.
Yep. Right now, we do look like we have Fire for Effect Foundation, which I believe is a part of this CTG match. Not entirely sure. Someone recommended it in the chat, so we're going to watch them anyway. Right now, we're watching the player Ice Fire trying to utilize this vehicle's windows. I think this vehicle, is it full of fertilizer? I don't know if that's the greatest vehicle to be hanging out around.
Well, I mean, if you enjoy the smell and you grew up on on the land, sure, it smells like home, I guess.
There we go. Yeah, it's getting you homesick. It's not, yeah.
But you can't be thinking about your parents mid-fight, though. You can't be thinking about the family, the kids.
The family and the kids. Are you insinuating that the smell of fertilizer is the smell of my family?
No.
No. Okay, here we go. Some opportunity shots here. The enemy player does wrap around that hill. Does go out of sight. But I like this spot, right? So, I like the spot from the point of the fact that they've got vantage and they've got the weapons to take advantage of it. What I don't like about this location is that they are on a bridge. It's a very easily targetable bridge with any type of airstrikes, mortar strikes, anything like that, with very little places for them to go. Now, this is a gunner's wet dream right here, so to speak, and there are so many players out in the open. Unfortunately, none of them coming into contact, or I guess none of these shots connecting, but they're going to be stuck under this bridge. A little bit of Kentucky windage, and not a single shot. So, bummer opportunity, but you know what? They're running away, which is also helpful. This is going to give them the opportunity to reposition, gain visibility, regain contact, and pick them off in detail.
I haven't played too much Warzone in my day, but what I have played is some good old Fortnite Battle Royale, and what I know by that is you got to get the high ground. High ground, very, very key, and of course landing your shots. Now, player just trying to calculate where that angle is and just zooping over the head, if you will. And zooping? That's a new word. I'm making it. Zooping.
Zooping works for me. Ooh,
right,
there we
done.
go. Easy pickings there.
And yeah, this is where, like we talked about earlier, it's going to be fast off the drop, but then it's going to be slow mid-game, and then it's going to start to pick up, and you can tell those players are dwindling. Those 10 teams are online, so teams will be falling sooner rather than later, and you want to make sure that that team is not you.
Oh, I'm getting DV recoil in the chat. Yes, we are. Okay, so you guys are a part of the CTG. Excellent. Good stuff. All right, keeping an eye out for some action here. It does look like Ripper getting into some more combat. At least I saw his teammate taking some pot shots over this wall. It does look like they're trying to aggressively push this building, get some advantageous positioning. There we go. They're coordinating to get into this downstairs room, but there's an enemy there.
Surprise!
Ooh, but it does look like they were kind of ambushed. I didn't see where those shots came from. Okay, so the kill cam there did show, I think, 2 enemy in the immediate vicinity. Oh, this looks like we got some sort of kind of respawn going on as well.
That would be resurgence.
Good drop. Throw your
That's a little strange. Because they have even BR in the title.
Yeah, I'm thinking they might have had a piece of equipment or something that's bringing them in.
Oh, true.
We've got Devil Dog Teb is offline. We'll go ahead and see if anyone else on that team is still streaming. It does look like Stream Titan is still going. Let me go ahead and check if it's the same team.
Wait, 2 games just ended.
Oh, what do we got?
An 8th place. How many kills
right
there?
here, that's 7 kills. I think I saw there at the bottom. And then we've got 11 kills over here for the Fire Effect Foundation stream. 8th place.
8th with 11, and then you said
This one had 7. I'm not sure what their placement was. I missed it.
but still, you know, I think they want that
Right here
10,
behind you,
12
Chad,
kill
Chad, Chad.
threshold ideally. Feel like that's gonna be the best bet.
Oh, I marked him.
Yeah, this is Resurgence.
Yeah. All right, looking for some more action here. I'm not sure. Does anyone in chat happen to know what time the matches officially stop? Whether it's 9:30 EST or I guess 8:30 CST. I know that this is mostly ran off of, or I guess CDT Central Time.
I can find that out for you if you would like.
Yeah, I know that they had like a pre-match speech or like league kind of like info session. So I'm not sure how long that went. I don't know when the
Well, and of course
the
they
time
have that
started.
15-minute grace period as well, so games can finish up. So you are allowed
Perfect.
to start a game, you know, as long as you can get it started in that that time slot.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right, keeping an eye out for some more action here. Image starts at 7, so it'd be 9:30 Central. 9:45 to have scores posted. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, we got, you know, a little bit of time going, but
Yeah, I think we've got about 25 minutes. I know in the chat, 90 minutes starting at 7, 15-minute grace period, so that'd be 8:45 Central, so 9:45 Eastern. So yeah, we got about 25 minutes left. So this is the point in time where like teams such as this team down here in the bottom left, the Fire for Effect Foundation, we'd be seeing probably their last full effective round. So this is where they make it or break it, right? Like they take their 3 best rounds right now and they try to beat one of those scores in order to set them up for success on that leaderboard. And some of these teams, I think, like for example, we have X Spider Monkey. I just want to double check what team they're on. X Spider Monkey. We haven't watched them a ton. Okay, so that's another one of your deranged misfits that you're a huge fan of.
oh yeah, I love myself some deranged misfits, and I think I would call myself a deranged misfit. But look at that shot! Did you see that one?
I'm watching these parachutes just fall straight into the crosshairs here. Super fun.
And that's actually not a bad idea. Something that I didn't think about. You know, there are those players that, you know, I believe get kicked out AFK in the drop, you know, or those players right at the end. So maybe that's the players to target. Do you target those AFK players?
Oh, for sure. But that was you know the pre-lobby, right? So
Right.
yeah, so that's just fun, just picking off, you know, warming up. But maybe we can get some of those shots during the game here. We're gonna see here in just a second, as they're trying to pick out their drop locations, whether they're going to try to play like more middle central zone or if they're going to go around the edge. And yeah, DV recoil in the chat. Math is hard. I try not to ever do it as much as I can. But always a good time. SCH Zeus's team does have 8 kills currently. It does look like we have 1 player bleeding out and another player going down. So we're going to see another 8th place finish. Maybe another 8th place finish. I feel like someone had one recently.
Oh,
but
yeah. There was definitely an 8th place finish. I think they actually also had an 8th place finish before.
yeah, it's really interesting because some of these teams might be just getting sweatier lobbies too. But another 10 kills. I feel like this team has actually been scoring a good amount. And this is
Yeah, that's a 16-point game.
Yeah, and this is SEAL Team 6. All right. There should be like a comma in there. This is Team SEAL, which is also Team 6. So they're currently in 15th place, right? So they had 39 points from last week. And so this, I think based on some of these finishes that they're having, they're already going to be scoring better than they did last week. So we'll see how they climb in the leaderboard.
I'm just worried about my deranged misfits. I want them doing well.
They're just deranged. I mean, anyone that runs around with a chromed out gun like this,
Oh yeah.
I mean, style points for the win for sure, but not sure how tactical we're talking here.
Also, is that a sniper? If I
What, right
can
here?
see correctly? Yeah.
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
No.
It's a little small for me, so I don't know. It looks like a very long gun. So
For sure, for sure. This thing's all sorts of pimped out.
I just figured the longer the gun, the farther it shoots, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Gotta have all that power in the caboose, if you will.
We'll have a lesson on ballistics here after this match. Yeah, it looks like they're just kind of rotating around. It does look like they still have a full team. This is the Rampage Cage 007 team that we're looking at. Trying to get some action here. We do see a Spider Monkey. Does look like they're trying to get some shots off. We'll go ahead and get the volume up for them, see if there's any comms going on.
There's a loadout drop right next to us.
Come on.
Watch
Come on,
this
Bessie.
guy.
Give me some kills.
The loadout
Well,
drop
at least
right
you're
here, I just
spotting
got it.
people, and that's important because you got to spot the player before you can take them down. And if you spot that player, chances are you ain't going down because you saw them first. That's how that goes.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, well, you're touching on a really good point here in the sense of just in order to survive, you got to know where everyone else is, right? There's like a million other teams running around, and this team seems to be having some pretty good situational awareness. You saw them bound across this bridge. They set up kind of a far side security before the rest kind of parachuted in onto that drop to get their equipment. So this team looks to be pretty kitted out and ready to make something happen as they kind of rotate around.
I don't know why. I just have a random bass line stuck in my head, and it's kind of going hard right now.
Call of Duty does that to people, you just start really getting into it.
Thinking of the bass lines, like I'm just like imagine playing some like Call of Duty, some Warzone with just some music vibing in the background, but it's not like it's not like your rap music or any music with lyrics. It's just like some music to vibe to, not necessarily lo-fi, but like some good stuff,
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Right now, though, we're seeing some more good stuff with this team. As you can see, the circle is getting extremely small. We only have a few teams remaining. This player, if I can see my screen, it's kind of getting a little blurry, a little out, but it looks like they have several eliminations. And as I was looking away, I think I just missed him hitting like the tab button. Yep.
Yes, he did.
But this might be a good shot at getting a victory. So we're going to keep an eye on this team right now.
Yeah, there's two teams left. It's just a one team versus one team happening right now.
Yeah, and two of their teammates are down, but he did just get another kill.
It's a 2v3.
He's right here on me.
2v3, gonna have to clutch up, but does get the initial shot off here. Excellent job by
1v2.
my Ballsage. Okay, I shouldn't have sounded that out. I was looking at the gamer tag. I was like, okay, what's this gamer's tag? Okay, looks complicated. Let me just sound it out. Maybe I shouldn't have. Lesson learned.
It's a 1v1.
Is it really? Here we go.
Yeah, one player versus one player.
Who's gonna get the jump? The guy with the bright red gun running through the open, or, well,
I think you got your answer.
I think that might have been the answer right there. I love it. Oh, here we go. But he gets the jump, and he does drop him. And that's going to be the first victory that we saw tonight.
Oh my god.
That's Ripper.
Yeah, that's Ripper 0847, also known as my ball Z itch. I'll break it up just not to, sound ridiculous. Yo, look at this skin. Absolute insanity. There's that red gun that served them so well. We'll go ahead and see what the kills were for that. What's the multiplier for a first place finish?
It is a 2.0.
Ooh, that's huge. That is absolutely huge. And that one player that we were watching, 28. Holy dang. That right there. What is it? I know we were talking about how math is hard, but that's 56 points. That's more.
56.
If that was just a full score for the first week, that would put them in 12th place, right? So that is huge. That's more than entire teams scored through their first week. Great showing by that team.
Yeah, and now just imagine. They got 56 off that game, right? Now imagine the team that has 155 points in one day.
It makes sense now, right? Like they would have had to do that three times. 3 victories with an immense amount of kills. Insane.
But hey, it's possible. They did it. It's possible for anyone else.
Yeah, that's a really good score.
Wow.
All right, who else do we got going on here? Keeping an eye out for the action. as always, if I know we're coming to the close of it, but if anyone here is tuning in and you are a member of the CTG community, or you're watching a stream of someone that is, like, feel free to share their stream in this chat. And for future weeks, we're gonna be doing Warzone again next week. Let me know, right? Join the Discord, hit me up. I'm James R in the Discord, and we'll make sure that you get on here and we promote your stream and get continue promoting this awesome community that is Combat Tested Gaming. Oh, Gulag fight.
Curious. Oh, Gulag fight.
Gulag fight. This is what we're here for.
Here, watch this.
Yeah, watch this.
Back up. I'm not party lead.
Is the opponent in there? Okay, now the opponent's in there.
Yeah. Here we go.
Alright.
It's the right side. Everyone always swirls right.
Leave him fucking quit.
All right, we're getting some audio from them. Oh! Wow, that seems really laggy from what I saw, but he got the kill. Love it.
Oh yeah, you got it. Well, and something I do want to check in again is, look, they're queuing Resurgence again. So
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this team. Who's stream
was
titan with?
that was Ripper, the one that just actually ended up winning. So,
Correct. No, that wasn't Ripper. We were watching someone else.
Were we?
Yeah, we were watching Stream Titan
Okay.
on the Gulag fight. Stream Titan, I think, was another of the streams that were brought in
For
via
the
chat.
victory.
Yeah. Ripper had the victory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. We got a helicopter flight going on here.
Dun 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 dun. Right? Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got some Sky Pirates going on here.
A petition to call the military just the Sky Pirates, like the airports. Just call them the Sky Pirates.
It's fine by me, man. I've been out long enough. We can call them Sky Pirates. Space Force, that makes them Space Pirates, right? Do we have any Space Force people in the chat?
True.
I'd love to see that. I don't think I've ran into a Space Force vet yet. So that'd be interesting. Virtually shake your hand, get that introduction in, get a Space Force person in these matches, and see what a Space Force veteran can bring to Call of Duty. Be good times. All right, we do have Rampage Cage 007 throwing some smoke. I do like that. He was just shooting at a large minaret. Oh, okay, a lot of action going on, a lot to unpack here. Smoke did not seem to do the trick right here down this linear danger area, right? This person just poked out and we can see it here on the kill cam, just absolute observation. Whoa, but a third place finish for this team. We're going to go ahead and see how many kills they ended up getting.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Please be a lot. I just want to see them pop off with like 100 kills.
Well, 100 kills is
Maybe impossible.
But,
with the third place finish. But okay, 14. So 14 kills in third place. That's a respectable score.
yeah, I think that's a 1.8 if I'm not mistaken.
Very cool.
Times 14.
Yeah.
Hold up, I haven't done math since sophomore year in high school.
Hey, I mean, that's what AI is for, right? Like, that's why we invented
True.
AI, was so we didn't have to think too hard on these things.
That's... Oh, wait, no, that is how to do math.
Here we go. Zeus getting into a fight. Now, I don't know if he saw that person to his left. He's going to be chucking a smoke grenade to close the distance, getting aggressive with it. And unfortunately, it does not pay out for Zeus. You can hear the surprise in the chat where he just shot that, fired off that smoke. Great intention, but ended up straight in the gulag. So here we go. Zeus with a pretty good record in the gulag from what we've seen. Seems to spend a lot of time here, knows the guards, knows his way around. We're going to go ahead and see how this one goes.
Wait, I gotta check my math now.
Uh-oh.
I'm curious to see if I did it right.
Excellent gulag fight. Really glad with the weapon switch there. Definitely took advantage of the other person reloading their shotgun, it looked like, and got that
Hey,
jump.
I did my math right.
Hey, there we go.
25.2 points.
25.25. That's a respectable score, right? So we do that 3 times, and that brings them, in last week's scoring, that would have put them in 7th place. So putting them in the top 10, definitely good to go.
Right, and you get 3 of those, right? Let's assume you get 3 of those.
Yeah.
That's 75 points, yeah.
Here we
That's a
go.
pretty good score for me. I'd take that.
It'd be amazing to do this Call of Duty parachute style in real life. You know, just like cut your parachute and then like redeploy it and then cut it and redeploy it.
Oh, I'm sure someone has.
I mean, I don't know if parachutes work that way, but I mean, you'd have to be carrying several of them, and I don't know if that's the most comfortable thing you'd want to do. Oh, here we go. So we got Stream Titan, which we know is probably a Resurgence player, but we like watching combat. So here we are.
The bitch right down there.
All right, we got some trash talk going on.
Oh.
Looks like they're getting their armor back up. Okay, we might have just only caught the tail end of that fight, and now we're watching them kind of reset a little bit. So we'll keep our eyes back zoomed out. Keep an eye on who else is getting into some fights, getting that delicious KP. Right now, Zeus's team, we can see, has 5 kills to their name. I keep forgetting the team names, too. So Zeus is a part... Oh, yeah, SEAL Team 6. That's right. Zeus is on SEAL Team 6 because you have to be a Greek god to be on SEAL Team 6. That's how I'm going to remember it.
Unfortunately, that means that I think they're about, what 3,000, 4,000 years late?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm going to consider that math and not delve into the answer on that one.
Yeah. I don't know when Greek stuff happened.
when Greek mythology was the trend. Okay, here we go. We've got a nice jump. Ooh, excellent. Decided to conserve ammo. Love it. Butt stock him to death. Oh, here we go. Over the... Oh! The weapon swaps proving to be the fall of Ripper 0847.
That'll do it for you.
Yep, that'll do it. We can see here, you know, Rampage Cage 007 trying to sneak into another match, right? Like jump in.
Is that a gulag in the bottom right?
Ooh, gulag.
Or...
See, everyone swirls right every time.
Just got smashed on. Hey, you got one more up above on the other side.
Hold up.
Oh, here we go. Oh, beautiful victory. We're on Team Gulag wins here. If anyone ends up in the Gulag, you have to win. Otherwise, I'm going to remove your stream and add someone else's that's on deck here. Sadness. I guess that's just salt in the wound at that point.
No, it's motivation. It's motivation.
That's what I was thinking.
You know, it's like when my kids over in XP League, they'll be like, you know, oh, we're struggling, or oh, hey, we're better, and it's right. It's hey, we're better. It's not that they're bad. We're just better. It's not an ego. It's confidence.
That's right. And when you're in the Gulag, you have to be confident. All right, what else we got going on? Gulag. Here we go. Fire for Effect Foundation. Okay, they've got their match. Let's see if it swirls right. Watch this. He's going to go to the right.
Oh, yeah. Hold up.
Actually, we could just back out.
Oh, nope. Oh! But he didn't even notice. This person's just running in circles. Oh, my goodness. All right, Fire for Effect Foundation gets to stay on the home screen here as they just won their Gulag fight. And they'll be able to drop back in.
On the bottom right, just saw 2 sniper shots.
Ooh.
Just barely missed. Very, very sad about that one.
Yes.
I'm a very big fan of snipers.
Yeah, snipers obviously like a huge deal in this game. As we mentioned a little bit before, like compared to other BRs, like the time to kill in this game is pretty quick, right? Which is why I think like the Gulag mechanic is so awesome, because it allows a little bit of forgiveness, or at least an opportunity where if you do get sniped from across the field, just like one-shotted, you're not completely out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and well, that kind of was the other things, you know, playing games like these, it does make you kind of realize, hey, what kind of role would I be best at in something like the military? And for me, I was like, well, if I ever got into any sort of gun role, I would not like to be in the front lines. I will take my sniper rifle and be in the back.
Oh, man. All right, Ari, after your ballistics class, we're going to then talk about the experience of a sniper and how fun it can actually be sitting in one spot for very long time. If we have any ex-snipers in the chat, feel free to let Ari know the experience of sniper training and being a sniper in the military.
Hey, I do that on a computer now. I mean, I sit here for
Yeah,
4
right.
hours.
I don't
5
go
hours, 6
anywhere.
hours. I don't go anywhere.
I can
I'll
sit
live.
here and stare down a scope all day. That's what it is. Oh, here we go. I think that surprised both players there. My Balzich was able to get the jump on him and took him out.
My balls, the Eich.
Yeah, my Ballsy Eich. It's German. You wouldn't understand.
Zeich.
Oh, here we go. More fighting. But this time going down.
I'm behind a tire.
Did tell his teammates he's behind a tire. Did get knocked out. Does look like we're in another resurgence match. I can't keep all these straight.
Top right resurgence.
Yep. I think this one too. No, this one. Okay, check it out. Stream Titan just loves the gulag, right? I think that's what it is. So here we go. Another gulag
Well, you
fight.
can only
Oh,
go
you know what?
once a
He's only
game.
spectating.
Yeah, you can
All
only
right.
go once a game.
So, you know, FAFO Savagels. Savagels? We're going to see how they do. Oh, here we go. Getting the jump on, and that's all it takes. Going to collect some cash while he's in here. And off to the races. Good job.
I'm the only one alive on the squad, I think, though.
Another gulag fight. This time Zeus. Zeus winning another gulag fight.
Also, again, the only one left alive on the squad.
Yeah. Both these teams definitely going to be having to claw it back.
Well, maybe I'm a liar. Maybe that was one teammate alive, and now they're coming back as well.
No, I think you're correct, right? Like this is only Zeus. He's got 3 red skulls, you know, 3 teammates that are out for the count. So and definitely a lot of players still remaining in that match. So he's gonna have a little bit of a struggle, and I hope for their case that he doesn't end up in 8th place again, right? It would seem like the 8th place curse. Now it does look like, I'm trying to see it on my screen. It does look like he might have like 8. Oh, no, that's a 3. So 3 kills to his name. We'll probably see how much the team has. And we'll be able to go from there.
Warzone, if you're here, add a little graphic on the screen that says how many kills are on your team, just so we can see.
Simply for streamer convenience, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it does look like Spider Monkey went offline, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna knock out Spider Monkey wherever Spider Monkey went. That's Zeus. That's Rampage Cage. There you are, Spider Monkey. Let's see if anyone else from the Deranged Misfits is still going. Nope, the Joker's not. And it does look like Mac X CIV is. So it looks like their stream's still going. So we'll still get some Deranged Misfits action so that you can keep tabs of your team.
My deranged misfits.
And we'll see if they're continuing to drop. We're approaching the end, right? So
Yeah.
it may be, you know, I think a lot of the games that we're seeing right now, they're not going to spin up again, right? So this is really the last shot for a lot of these players to get the highest score they can for this week. And I'm not sure how fast the scores update. I know that it's a manual process, and they got to go through each of the game chats, each of the screenshots, add it up for each of the teams, and it takes a while. So unfortunately, we won't have it after this, but what I can do is we can probably show the standings from last week, so at least everyone knows kind of what it was we were looking at and talking about, so people can kind of gauge where some of their players they were watching today will be jumping to at the end of this round.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do my best to scroll through the channels and at least see what we got. And I have some games here. Again, I don't know if it's Resurgence or not, though. That is the question. But I do have some scores here from one team. I'm gonna check in the kind of standings, because if I can figure out who's in what game room, then I can figure out everything.
Yeah.
But I just need to figure that out.
You can see the struggle there, right? No, so a quick way to find that out, right? If you're a part of CTG and new, I know we have a lot of newer gamers. Just a reminder that on the Your League Ally site that is used for this, if you go into the schedule, you can see where your team's scores are being posted in which room, right? Which room in the Discord that they're being posted against. So
I got it.
there you go. All right, we do have Zeus, it looks like, getting the jump on somebody, so we'll see how this engagement goes. SEAL Team 6 at it again. I knew that Greek got... Oh, that looks like an explosive. Yo, where'd that guy go? I'm just as confused as Zeus is here. He had the jump on somebody. Oh, here he is, playing cashier. It does go down.
Are you serious?
Zeus clearly not happy with what just happened. If you're listening to the game chat there. All right, are we going to see another gulag? I don't think so. I think he's already used his gulag, but we'll keep an eye over here. Ripper0847 getting a 6th place finish with 14 kills.
I have the point total for at least some of the teams here now.
Excellent. We'll see if they end up queuing back up. I'm not sure Mac X CIV is going to queue back up. It's not really looking like it, and all of his teammates aren't streaming anymore. So
I have their team's calculations, though. I do have their final score for today.
For Ripper?
For Mac.
Oh, for your Misfits.
For my Misfits, yeah.
What'd they get?
All right, so they had a 16 kills 7th,
Okay.
a 11 kill 12th, and an 8 kill 6th place for a combined point total of 53.8.
Not bad. And I know, the stream started a little bit after some of these games had started too. So based on what we've seen, that's a pretty respectable finish, right? That's above the midway point for what we saw during last week's performances. So not bad at all. Not bad.
Of course, you want a little bit more, but that you're gonna have to take with what you're gonna get.
Yeah, for sure. And before though, like what they got last week was 57. So they're showing some consistency here with the scores that they're getting.
Yeah, I have another team as well here. This I'm not too sure of which team it is. I can try and look. Game number 20. This is either Fire for Effect Foundation or BR12. Not quite sure, but
I think it's gonna be BR12. That's one of the streams we had. Oh, but so was Fire for Effect.
yeah,
okay.
no, I just have a bunch of names with I have Icefire, Bill, and Hazard Warfare. And so
that's Fire
for
that's Foundation.
Fire?
Yeah, that's Fire for Effect Foundation.
Right. They ended up with a 2 kill 12, a 5 kill 15th, and an 11 kill 8th. I didn't do the math on that one because the math was not conveniently placed in the Discord for me. So, that one does seem a little bit lower than a game 19 with our little Misfits over here. So, I'd say it's probably around 40-ish, maybe 30, 40.
Gotcha. And we just had a 7th place finish with 6 kills for SEAL Team 6. Now, the Fire for Effect Foundation, they were in 12th place with 54 points last week. So we'll see how that math, what you were saying kind of like 40-ish, like just a guesstimate, 40-ish, 50-ish. Yeah, so again, a very consistent score for them. Probably going to put them in the low 100 points at the conclusion of week 2. So not bad at all. We're going to go ahead
Maybe a little bit
and
under that.
get rid of the Misfit stream, make these a little bit bigger. Does look like SEAL Team 6 might be done. We're not seeing them kind of click through the menus again. Ripper0847 still going strong. Stream Titan, I believe this is the one that was the Resurgence match that we just keep leaving up there.
Hold up. I got some big scores coming out here.
Oh yeah?
So we got FA and FO.
Yeah.
That is the team name. They went 2nd place, 15 kills.
Yep.
13th with 30 kills.
How?
And 2nd with 11 kills for a combined total of 88.8 points.
Whoa. Now they were, did you say 88?
That was last week. I'm a troll, by the way.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, that's exactly what they got last week.
Yeah, that I'm a troll. I was like, wow, that's really convenient. And then I checked the date on that one again, and I was like, oh, that would be why.
And that'll do it. All right, so we still have 4 streams going. Looks like SEAL Team 6. I don't know if this is going to be jumping in for another match for tonight or if this is just, continue play. but we still do have 3 other teams finishing up. Right now we got Reaper 0847 does get knocked out here. Oh, this is another one that's doing Resurgence now. So we'll go ahead and knock him out of the streams. So we do have Rampage Cage 007 still in the fight. We have Fire for Effect Foundation trying to get a really good finish on this one to improve upon the score that they got last week, right? We just did the math on the Fire for Effect Foundation. It looks like they're in the high 40s, low 50s, you know, based on the guesstimate of what we've seen so far.
I can do the math for you right now. I'm gonna go
Look
and
at
do
you.
it
You're
just
like
so we have that number.
the CTG mathematician here. Now this team, SEAL Team 6, I'm curious if this is a match that counts or if it's for fun. We'll keep them on there for a little bit. But I know that we're pretty much approaching time plus the 15-minute grace period, so we'll see how this one ends up going.
I just have to figure out which map that was. Aha! I found it. Okay. Now I need to do the math.
He just landed on the roof, I think.
I should also find the multiplier, shouldn't I? Because that would help me.
You can see how tedious this would be to do for a gajillion teams.
As long as it's
no.
there.
So we
I'd
just
be
saw
happy to do this.
4 in front of me.
we just saw Rampage Cage get eliminated. Likely a gulag visit here. We do Prisoner of Urzikstan. It would be nice if these cutscenes were varied. I don't know why that bugs me so much, but it does. Like seeing the same cutscene before the match, the same cutscene for the gulag.
Wait a minute. I just realized something.
What's up?
Why is there a multiplier for 36th through 50th place?
Probably to keep everything competitive.
Well, no, I'm saying there's no multiplier, but there's not even that many teams in a lobby.
Oh yeah. It's probably based off of like competitive Warzone scoring or something.
Who knows? But anyway, back to my math.
All right, looks like they got a free gulag. Looks like they're just coming out. Did have the opportunity to throw some rocks while within the gulag, which is always fun. Okay, so dropping straight into some fighting here and getting knocked down immediately. Now we do have a teammate here. It looks like they're regrouped. They might be able to make something happen. You can see right there in the light that there was another enemy parachuting in. Rampage Cage getting revived, getting knocked down immediately again. Not the greatest terrain to be stuck in, hiding behind these 2 little crates. We do have the dude on fire, who I believe we've seen before, or at least someone with the same skin, making a rough day for Rampage Cage 007 and his team. So that is going to be a 15th place finish for that team. And drum roll. We'll see what the kills are. Yes. Lots and lots of XP.
Well, this one's the last one.
And it doesn't look like Rampage Cage is going to be showing the kills there.
My guesstimation might have been a little bit off.
You know, I think the there might be a thing excuse me, a thing here where math is just too hard. You know, we just shouldn't do it.
I forgot what the multipliers were, and so I thought they were higher than they were.
So
They are not.
okay, gotcha.
And I can't even read my own handwriting, which would help. 10, 5. Carry the 1. Okay. So, let's see, which team was this again?
I don't know. What do you?
Rampage Cage.
Rampage Cage.
No, I lied. Icefire.
That was the Fire for Effect, wasn't it?
Yes.
It had like Hazard and stuff on it.
Icefire, Bill, and Hazard. Yep. All right. They ended up with 25.2 points
Total?
total.
Oh, that's not a good showing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But regardless, we have Zeus in the gulag again. His old stomping grounds. Here we go. SEAL Team 6 going around the right side. Oh, here we go. A lot of good shots off there. Didn't take any damage. Got a good reload. Is going to be set up to take him right around that corner. and Easy Ranger 325 going down. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for going down in the gulag so that our friend Zeus can keep on playing. Rampage Cage, that was their last match of the night. So we are now down to 2 streams that we are watching. It does look like it shows up a little funky on the stream, so
Did I really just do that?
one of these people is unmuted.
Oh,
Did he just die on drop? Is that what happened?
I am mathing, so I do not know.
Okay, you keep doing mathing, and I'll keep an eye on this for you.
Okay. I have Rampage Cage's numbers coming up soon.
Okay.
Give me uno momento, por favor.
I need these points.
You can
That's
hear,
a big one.
you can hear SEAL Team 6 talking about needing these points, knowing that these 8th place finishes. Well, I might be getting that confused with someone else. No, this is Zeus.
Yep, Zeus.
Looks like a username change, though. Maybe I didn't realize that he was Easy Ranger. I've just been calling him Zeus the whole time.
We're the last team. We're on streaming right now.
I think they've got the stream open. Hey, Zeus, if you can hear us, good luck. We're watching you, man. We're watching you. Not the last team. We do still have Fire for Effect Foundation, at least the teams that we have on stream right now. Really putting on a good show.
All right, I got the points for Rampage Cage and company. I don't know exactly what that team was called.
Okay, what do we got?
Oh, Team 12.
Oh, that's right. That was my team.
That's your team. They came out with 55.6 points.
Not bad. I think that's a much better showing than they had before. Team 12 had 57 last week, so very consistent, right? So they're going to be sitting at 112 points going into the end of week 2 before their week 3 match next week.
Yeah, and I think that comes off the back of their 3rd place. I mean, they get that 3rd place, 14 kills. That's something you want. You want all of these games to kind of be in that top 5 range, around 10 kills. That'll get you above, around 25-ish. So, if you get 25, 50, 75, I'm taking home a good little 75 points for that score on today, and I am happy about that one.
Yeah, can't be mad about that, right? No, good showing, and most importantly, right, it seemed like everyone's having a really good time, right? You see the Discord chat, you see everyone coming out here and stream. Thank you so much for watching, for everyone that's still here, watching the final matches that we have on stream. And if you are just tuning in from another match, right, like if you were a participant, there's a lot of teams and a lot of people that can be streaming. Shoot us your stream, right? Shoot it into the chat, shoot it into the Discord, and we'll get you on here the next time we do Warzone, which I believe we're doing again next week, right? So we're going to do Warzone, and then we're going to be alternating. It'll be Rocket League and then Warzone every other week after that until we get to the championships for both of those matches. So great time, great opportunity to hang out with fellow vets and shoot them in the face virtually or hit them with their car. It's a great time.
Or a helicopter.
Yeah, or be a
As
space pirate, as Ari says.
Oh yeah, love to see it. I love a good space pirate.
There's not enough space pirates running around. All right, so both teams kind of just vying for position here. Now we do have some contact here with SEAL Team 6 and Zeus. Let's go ahead and get the mic up and running.
He's got to be on fire station. He's on fire station somewhere.
All right, so Zeus, you can hear trying to tell his teammates where he believes that enemy was,
He's on me.
and I think he found him. There. Probably gonna end up. It looks like he's gonna be spectating Easy Ranger.
Ooh, this looks like some heavier. Oh.
Oh, here we go. Gets the jump.
There you go, easy.
We're gonna have to see if the teammates are around or if that dude was just rolling kind of solo, kind of getting some information. Whenever one thing about Warzone is when you start making noise, like everyone around you knows where you're at, right? Like you start shooting a gun, people are gonna start kind of either swarming or running away. And if anyone knows or was observing this fight from a distance with a sniper rifle or something along those lines, they're going to know this team is pretty weakened and a great opportunity for a third party. So
That buy station.
I think they need to wait for the teammates to come in and regroup and get it going. So we do have a fire sale started. We do have, another thing about Warzone is this dang old parachute, right? It makes a wonderful target. And so I'd be curious to see if he starts getting shot up here as he hides in this field of connexes.
As I'm scrolling through, by the way, I'm spotting some numbers, and these are some pretty high numbers. And I'm curious to see if it is, War Dogs. I think it is, and I wouldn't be surprised. Without placement multipliers, I think the number's almost 100. So that's a lot.
Yeah, the first place team, it sounds like, is keeping their lead up. You said that it looks like they've completed their matches for the night.
Yeah, I think so. It's either WWP Con Team or War Dogs. I'm not sure who is on which team.
They're both. That's number 1 and number 2 right there.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is the matchup. That's the matchup, and I have that, but I don't have which team is which per se. So,
I gotcha. Yeah.
But I mean, if I can see placement multipliers, I will be able to calculate how many points the top team on the week has gotten so far.
Well, I think it's fair to say one of those top 2 teams still came out strong, right? Still came out strong this week, keeping a commanding lead. I mean, you hear scores in the 3 digits like that, and what we saw earlier, what it took for that one team to get like 58 points.
Yeah.
Well, it took a full victory royale, and they had like 28 kills or something stupid, didn't they? It was absurd. And even that, you'd have to do 3 times in a row to get that score of that top placing team. So if that's what that team did last week, I am not surprised to see them showing up and putting up the numbers again. Now, it does look like Fire for Effect Foundation, it looks like they're probably complete for tonight. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to focus solely on our good friends, SEAL Team 6, as they try to take on their last match. Now, Zeus here does get eliminated.
Holy cow. Just doing the math off of that one game is ridiculous.
The victory with the 28 kills?
No. This one is a 41 kill 6th place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, they definitely shot their way up the leaderboard for that match.
Oh boy. Okay. This is a lot of points.
Now, right now, SEAL Team 6 currently sitting, I think I saw it right there. I think it was 11 kills. So doing pretty good. Last surviving member, though, if Easy Ranger doesn't play it carefully, well, I take that back. Just did get a teammate back on the field. So 2 players remaining.
Cow.
What's up?
I've calculated the points for this team.
Yeah.
151.2.
Which one was that? Was that one of the top 2? We don't know which one.
Top 2. We don't know which one.
My goodness. That team's got some skills for sure. And we do see SEAL Team 6 getting engaged from the high ground over here. They do seem to be wanting to not necessarily circumvent, but honestly the terrain's not really in their favor. They got that river, I'll call it the south. I don't see the compass rose or anything, but like on the map, just to the, you can see it on the mini map. They've got that river kind of canalizing their movement towards this high ground where they're being shot from. And you can see them looting up where their previous teammates had been knocked out in this Connex farm. So we're going to see, I mean, they have to go this way just to get into the zone. And here we go.
I'm still astonished by this number.
Yeah, it's absurd, right? Like, I'm sure, there's a certain skill level that you get in these Battle Royale games where once you take that same skill level from like ranked or competitive and you jump into pubs, it's like fish in a barrel, right? Like it's just a next level thing. It's like being a college football player and going and playing against a 7-year-old, flag football team. You're just splitting them in half with your tackles. So I imagine it feels a little bit like that. Like, like have you ever heard like the question, you know, how many third graders could you take in like a row
Oh, yeah.
if they came at you in a field? Like, they're finding out right now in Battle Royale.
One.
Oh, I've misplaced my marker. Ah, there it is. This handy dandy whiteboard is coming in handy.
Yeah, you did say before the stream you were going to grab that up just in case, and here you are, being Professor Ari, doing all the maths for us. I'm too much of a knuckle dragger to do math, so that's why we keep you around, you know? We need the numbers. It's like that beautiful mind meme with all the symbols and everything floating around.
Yeah, the youths of America, right?
Yeah. All right, so we still see SEAL Team 6 really utilizing this as a strong point, which I think is, you know, still not the greatest spot, but I do like that they're being deliberate about it, right? It may not be the best spot, but it's what they have to work with. It's where they're going to be able to regroup, and they have the time, right? The gas is only just now coming in and approaching them. And so I think in the next about 30 seconds, we are going to see if they're going to be able to secure a decent spot or if this is going to be the last couple of seconds for them during this match.
Right, there's only 12 teams left, and you know, this is that part where we say, like we said before, it's mid-game that's slow, which is right now, but it's gonna be a lot more painful in about 5 minutes as all of those players are coming in from this enclosing gas, and looks like we got some shots going out here too, so maybe a little something in terms of engagement, but oh boy, here we go. There's some shots, and it
Nice.
looks like an enemy is down, but you gotta get out of the zone. No!
You can even hear it in their chat. Hey, you got to be kidding me. Like, here I am. This is not the way we end. And it looks like he's going to get the revive, right? Like, the gas is slowed down. It's gotten back to where that previous circle was. But they got to keep moving, right? This rotate does not look to be like it's in their favor, and they have a lot of ground to cover to get into the next circle.
Yeah, is that only 25 seconds remaining? Is that 15 seconds that it takes for that storm to start closing in that gas? And that is not a lot of time. And these players, they're going to have to book it across so far. They don't even know how many players are waiting for them in the area they're trying to go to. And you've got to imagine there's at least a few teams also running along with them. So we might have a scrappy battle towards this kind of edge of the sideline, the active side of zone, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, and I think you can also see on the mini-map, right, like they do have a bounty open on one of the opposing players, and you can see that yellow circle off on the mini-map, and they know that that's a team. They also got some vision here, and you can see that there's this player right here where this player is looking, where Zeus is checking out. Now he's got to find some cover, regroup, and hit this, because he was lined up for that shot.
Help! I need your help. Okay, you're back up. Okay, thanks.
They've got a lot of revive numbers this round. I think just that Connex area, like that loading dock alone, they had to do a lot of revives just to push through there.
I wonder what's the like world record for the amount of times somebody has been knocked down in a single game of Warzone. And ooh, this player, that's gonna be at least once for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking like Tom Brady with that grenade right there. Just bounced it right off his head as he was coming around the corner, shooting wildly. He's gonna finish the job here.
That's another one.
Oh, was that a different player? Excellent.
It was. Help! Give me up!
This might be the game that the SEAL Team 6 needed, right? Like, they came into this drop, and you heard it on their chat. They were just saying, like, hey, this is the one. We got to get some points. And right now, they've got the vision, and watch these people dropping in. Free pickings.
Big.
Absolutely huge for SEAL Team 6 here.
And with that high ground, too, he's going to have a nice advantageous angle. But, yeah, is he going to take the shot here? Oh, decides to shoot it a little bit early. And,
get it.
You know, it's not exactly hit scan from however many meters that is. It's a little bit farther than that. And you got to take some time, but doesn't catch the player off. But luckily, the teammates are there. The question is, will they be able to clean up that squad? No, they won't. So it's going to be 7th place for their team. And you have to imagine they did get a decent amount of kills, though, but only so much.
16 kills. Not bad, not bad. Again, we see a solid finish from SEAL Team 6. 7th place, 16 kills. really unfortunate ending there. You know, they played very scrappy, right? Like that was the past couple of minutes we watched them finish out that round. Every inch of ground that they covered, they fought for tooth and nail, and it all came down to a parachute straight into someone's crosshairs. You know, that's what really ultimately ended it.
25.6 for that game.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad,
Not
right?
bad.
So what I did want to do real briefly was just show, you know, before we put the night to a close, is just show the bracket that we've been talking about, right? The overall leaderboard, so that everyone kind of has a decent understanding of what it is that we've been talking about this whole time. Like what is everyone saying when it comes to these different like scores and stuff and where everyone's at. So let me just real quick put that up for you guys so that everyone can see it. And so, you know, if you're one of these teams, or if you're looking at some of the other teams and how they performed, we can see kind of how everyone did. So let me go ahead, and there we go. I'll go ahead and bring this over, and you can see right now, right, we have, you know, the scores we were talking about, right? We have the War Dogs in first place with 155 points after week 1. We have 98 for the WWP COD team. Some of the teams that we saw tonight included FA and FO with 88, who had another very good game. We had also Deranged Misfits. They scored pretty similarly to what they did last week. And then we had the Fire for Effect Foundation with 54. And then we had COD Team 12, which I think we skipped, with 57. So a lot of good opportunities for these players and these teams to jump up. And SEAL Team 6, they only had 39 points last week. So we're seeing actually a pretty drastic improvement from them, I would say, and something that they can definitely, you know, jump up the leaderboard with.
Certainly, and 25.6 points, I think it was, for that final game. So it's, really, really good for them. And of course, I think the points is the tiebreaker at the end of the day. I believe wins are more important. So, hey, that might have brought them at least a matchup and a win for today, which is about as good as you can hope for.
Absolutely. And we're going to see next week when we do this again what these top scoring teams look like, as we do expect to see that number one team being around potentially 300 points, or the WWP COD team being close into like the mid 200s, right? So phenomenal stuff. Great stuff. Great night. Great evening. Thank you everyone who came and shared this with us. If you're new, as always, the CTG Discord, it is open to all vets. Please join. It's not just a wonderful place for veterans to hang out, play games, register for these free leagues, but also a great place with resources for veterans if you're going through a hard time, or if you're in a position to help someone going through a hard time, or if you just want to take advantage of all the offers and aspects that the VA and the VFW have for you, to thank you for serving your country. So all veterans and active duty service members are welcome to do that. Thanks again to the KC crew and the VFW for hosting this combat tested gaming. And until then, we'll see you next week. We should see you next week on Tuesday for some more Battle Royale. So I think that's going to cover it. Thanks, everybody. Bye.